Nearly a century ago, in the winding streets of Fez, Morocco, Amal and Youssef Benyamoun made their life. They were merchants, with lives rooted in tradition. But change was in the air. Their daughter, Amina, grew up in a bustling world touched by the influences of Europe and Africa. When she turned 19, she left her family's ancestral home to forge her own path in Paris. Meanwhile, across the continent in Manchester, England, a young Thomas Henderson was born into a world that pulsed with the energy of the Industrial Revolution. Alongside his wife, Beatrice, they raised their son, Arthur, in a city brimming with opportunity and struggle. By 1937, as the world shifted toward turmoil, Arthur set out for Toronto, Canada, seeking stability far from Europe's brewing conflicts. Hildegard and Wilhelm Müller lived in a small rural village outside of Breslau, a bustling industrial center and cultural hub in eastern Germany, now known as Wrocław, Poland. Breslau was vibrant, yet overshadowed by rising political tensions under Nazi control. Living under the weight of these changes, Hildegard and Wilhelm raised their daughter Greta amidst an atmosphere of uncertainty. They saw neighbors and friends caught up in sweeping policies, and the city's diverse communities, once integral to Breslau's identity, began to face severe discrimination. As Europe tipped into war, Greta fled to the safety of Stockholm, where she began to rebuild her life, touched by both resilience and loss, carrying with her the complex legacy of Breslau in a time of upheaval. And in Dublin, Mary and Patrick O'Sullivan clung to hope for a better life. In 1932, they joined the wave of Irish immigrants making the voyage to America, settling in the vibrant, bustling streets of New York. Their son James would grow up in the heart of this city, a blend of old Irish tradition and the promise of American dreams. By the 1950s, Amina's daughter, Layla, had moved to New York City, where she met a young Canadian named Robert Henderson, son of Arthur and Beatrice. Together, they found common ground in their shared histories of migration and resilience. Today, their son Timothy carries forward a rich heritage, a tapestry woven from Moroccan, Irish, English, and Prussian roots, all converging here in New York. Each ancestor's journey reflects a unique chapter, a shared resilience, and a spirit of adventure. And as Timothy looks ahead, he knows he walks in the footsteps of those who dared to dream, who crossed continents and faced unimaginable change, all for the hope of a better life.